What up, y'all? You know where I'm at. We got the buses to transport the babies. Oh, yes, we've got the buses to transport the babies. Now, I got a comment after the last video saying that I graduated from the Bullwinkle School of Stupidity. Now, if he'd have said the Bullwinkle School of Comedy, I'd have been like, word. Damn right I graduated with that school, from that school, with flying colors. But, he wanted to call it the Bullwinkle School of Stupidity. And the last thing I'm going to do is tolerate any form of disrespect from a motherfucker on my platform. So his shit didn't make it. But, yeah, I'm a proud graduate of the Bullwinkle School of Comedy. It's a good school, too. In the entrance exam, they basically bring you in and throw a lot of dry wit on you. And if you laugh, you get into the school. But if you do like I did, and go with him and jockey with, like how I got my job. This is a true story. I'm at the interview and he tells me, okay, in about 2 weeks, you're going to get a call from Human Resources telling you to go down and take your drug test. So I'm like, and then he says, you're still not doing drugs, are you? And I said, well, I do have one more bag of heroin in my car. And after this interview, I'm going to go get rid of that. I'm going to use that. And then I'm not going to do drugs no more. I promise. That man hired me on the spot after that. He's like, I like your sense of humor. You're hired, basically. So that shit, having a Bullwinkle sense of humor actually has helped me in life. And you can actually prep a kid to have dry wit too. Like I remember watching the Beverly Hillbillies with one of my second cousins who's now an adult. And there was clearly, in this particular episode, they had a person who was clearly dressed up in a gorilla suit pretending to be a gorilla. And I'm watching it with my cousin, and I say to her, is that a real gorilla? And she'll say, no. Are you sure? It looks like a real gorilla to me. No. Exactly. Just prepping them for it. And now when I throw dry wit out there as adults, they jockey and go right with me. But then you'll get people that don't understand dry wit. Follow me on this. The corporate sponsor for the Baltimore Ravens is M&T. Their stadium is called M&T Bank Stadium, and I bank with M&T. So with M&T being a corporate sponsor for the Baltimore Ravens, they put the Baltimore Ravens logo on their bank card. So one day I'm at IHOP and I give my bank card with the Ravens logo to the girl, the cashier, to pay for my shit. So she's like, oh, you're a Ravens fan? I was like, nah, I used to be a Cowboys fan, but I'm not a Cowboys fan because, Jerry Jones never sent me a birthday card. He never, gave me a call to thank him for rooting for his team. He never sent me no money when I was in college. And if I needed bail money, I never was able to call him. And she said, why? He don't know you. Just give me my check, pay for my shit. That's why you work at IHOP. You're obviously not too intelligent. But yeah, man, when you can get a girl to laugh, man, you don't know how many girls I got to laugh off of saying some corny shit. I grow fields of corn, niggas. For real. But yeah, back to this Umar Johnson shit. Let me see what I got out here. What's changed since the last time I was here? I'm going to find out. I'm sure some things have changed, family. I got something. Let's see what we got here coming along. But yeah, talking about Mr. Johnson, though. I'm completely sick and tired of what he's doing. He really needs to be stopped. Like this sign up here that I'm coming up on, man. Stopped. It's gotten to the point where he's created division between people who support him and people who don't support him. And I was thinking that it's going to take I don't know what it's going to take, but if someone comes along and actually has a plan to get, black people uplifted through education or through whatever means, it's going to be a long time before we trust them because of this Umar Johnson motherfucker. But the thing about it is, if somebody's coming through with a real legitimate plan, it's not going to take long before we trust them because they're going to have everything in place. They're going to have their business plan. They're not going to be afraid and talking about their money and stuff right now. Here we're back. I don't know what this is back here. This is where he planned on having all that yoga stuff that ain't gonna happen. But if y'all remember being a kid and you used to leave stuff out for Santa Claus, like milk and cookies, so he'd come get it, and then you'd be like, oh yeah, Santa was really here. Well, I got this for Bumpy Johnson. This is for when he's feeling one of those cold sores about to come, so he can put this on his lips, so he don't have to have people photoshopping his shit to get them cold sores off his lips. So we're gonna leave that for Mr. Johnson, Bumpy Johnson, so that when he's feeling the next outbreak, he can go ahead and handle that.